Hey, Anthony, I just wondered if there are any tweaks that you guys have put forth these last couple of days, especially today's game of practice, compared to what you saw from Golden State earlier this season, just especially considering how they've been playing this last month or so.
Yeah, they've been playing really well. Obviously a couple of guys that they had are out. Wiseman, Kelly Oubre, two pieces for their team, but we didn't have Drum. So two different teams, but they're playing extremely well. I think they on like a little winning streak or something right now, if I'm not mistaken. But we know who the head of the snake is, it's Steph. We got to do our best to contain him. It's going to be a team effort, not just all the pressure on the guards. But man, they're playing extremely well. Every guy that they're playing is playing extremely well. So it's going to be a challenge for us, but we execute our defensive schemes, then we should be able to get out of there with a W.
You had Dame last year in the first round, Harden in the second round, AD, and then Steph this regular season, where you guys kind of trap and recover and rotate. Just from your spot, what's the key for you with a player like that? What do you have to keep in mind on defense?
Always keeping an eye on him. He's most dangerous when he's off the ball. He get the ball up to his big or a guard, and he's flying around. And usually when a guy gives the ball up, the defensive player tends to relax, and that's when he's most dangerous. So we got to make sure we keep an eye on him and stay locked in on him at all times.
Dave?
AD, you guys begun the first round and second round last year with series opening losses. Obviously, if you open up the postseason this year with the loss, then you're playing for the 8th seed rather than the 7th seed. Have you reflected on that, or is there any urgency based on last year's experience in the postseason?
No, we haven't actually even brought that up because it was last year. So we know. Obviously it's like a one-game thing right now, so we can't afford to lose this game. I'm pretty sure they're thinking the same thing, even though it's, double elimination on our side. But, we definitely want to get in that 7th seed, and I think the next game we'll play, I think, will be Sunday. So you get a couple of days off to really lock in on your opponent. And get a couple more practice days in to tighten our screws, since we haven't been having a lot of games or practices with a full healthy team. So it would be very beneficial for us to win this game tomorrow and have those 3 days in between games to kind of tighten up the screws.
Hey, D, I have two questions. First, how are your various ailments with the adductor and the shoulder? And then two, is this a game based on the size of the Warriors that you might anticipate playing more minutes at center?
I'm fine. Adductor feels good, shoulder feels good. Possibly. I don't. That's more of a coach's decision. If I need to play the 5, you guys know I will. I have no problem with that. Come playoff time, but their team is different. Sometimes they go Draymond at the 5, and we might throw Martrez Drum out there at the 5 and I stay 4, or we might make an adjustment where I'm the 5 and Kuz, Bron 4-3. So it's a coach's adjustment. It also depends on how the game is going, how well the guys are playing, things like that. But if I need to play the 5, then I have no problem sliding down to the 5.
Yeah.
AD, I was trying to think of the best way to ask this, so bear with me. How do you view this game? I mean, is it Game 7 elimination vibes? Is it, when you played in big games, I guess how big of a stage is this? And then I guess knowing that it's Steph, it's the final of the 4 of these games, how big do you think of a stage tomorrow will be?
I think it's a pretty big game. I mean, from the standpoint, I just said that you get 3 days in between games. To rest, get right for your next series. So I think it's beneficial for us, absolutely, to win that game. It is a big game. It's playing Steph Curry and the Warriors, and it's always a tough matchup when you're playing those guys when Steph is playing. So we look at it as a game 7 for sure, because you only get to play these guys one time in a playing tournament. So we look at it as a game 7 for sure, and it's a must win for us.
Got time for a couple more, Jovan.
Hey, Eddie. Steph is coming off a game in which he just attempted a career-high number of field goals and a career-high number of threes. What, if anything, has been different with him this season, and what type of challenge is it when he's looking for his shot more than even in years past?
He's carrying his team. Everyone counted, the Warriors out, and he doing everything he could to lead the team into the position that they're in now, fighting for the 7 and 8 seed. So, his hats off to him. The numbers he's putting up, the things he's doing on the basketball floor for the Warriors is insane. MVP candidate. So, his hats off to him. Like I say, he kept these guys alive all season. Winning games that people thought they should lose. He was playing his ass off to put the team in a great position to be in the playoffs.
We're going to wrap with Rachel Nichols.
Hey, Anthony, can you kind of take me through your progression from when you first came back from the big injury layoff to sort of how your feel out on the court, your wind, and to the point where you are now when you feel pretty good to go?
Yeah, I feel great. The progression was definitely something that I wasn't used to. Never, took that many games off at one time. 30 games.
Right.
So it was different, but it was good, especially on a short off season to, have that gap where I can get fully healthy and kind of have that, off season, you can have during the season to take care of the body. So I felt my wind feels good. Getting my rhythm back. I have my rhythm back, I feel. And so I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm locked in for this game tomorrow, and the future for our ball club in these playoffs.
Was it your rhythm? Is that sort of the thing, or was it actually like your legs and kind of like what was the thing that you had to work for that took it?
My legs always felt fine. To be honest, they wasn't ever like too heavy. Or fatigued. It was more so the rhythm of the game, just getting back into the rhythm of, the shot making, the free throws, the post up, the double teams, the defensive schemes, guarding guards, guarding bigs in the post. It was all those things, just the rhythm of the game of basketball that was taking a while to get back. And so that was the main thing. Everything else kind of, was fine for me.
Thank you.
Yeah.